Anubis, the jackal-headed god of death and the afterlife. A god wrapped in shadows. In the stillness of an Egyptian tomb, where silence reigns and only the flicker of torchlight dances on the walls, one name was whispered with both fear and reverence: Anubis. To the living, he was the dark guardian of cemeteries. To the dead, he was the first face they encountered on their journey into the afterlife. With the sleek black head of a jackal and the body of a man, Anubis stood as a divine figure between worlds, the protector of souls, the keeper of secrets, and the god who decided if you were worthy of eternity. Unlike many other gods whose powers spanned over earth, sky, or rivers, Anubis ruled the mysterious threshold between life and death. His role was not to create or destroy, but to guide, protect, and judge. He was the silent shadow walking among the tombs, ensuring that no soul was abandoned and no body left dishonored. Origins of the jackal god Anubis, known to the Egyptians as Inpu or Anpu, has one of the oldest presences in the Egyptian pantheon. His black jackal head was not random. It came from the jackals that prowled cemeteries at night, scavenging near graves. Instead of fearing them, the Egyptians turned this predator into a divine protector. In early myths, Anubis was believed to be the son of Ra, the sun god. Later, as Egyptian mythology evolved, he was more commonly considered the son of Osiris, the lord of the underworld, and Nephthys, the goddess of night and lamentation. His connection to Osiris strengthened his role as the guardian of the dead, standing as both a loyal servant and a powerful judge. Guardian of the tombs. The Egyptians placed immense importance on proper burial, believing that without it, the soul would wander endlessly, never reaching the afterlife. Here, Anubis played his most sacred role. Priests who embalmed and mummified bodies often dressed as Anubis himself, wearing jackal masks during rituals. They believed this invited the god's blessing and protection over the dead. Anubis did not simply watch over the body, he safeguarded the entire journey of the soul. From the wrapping of bandages to the sealing of the tomb, every moment was under his watchful gaze. He was not just a god of death, he was a god of care, ensuring the transition between worlds was respected and honored. The weighing of the heart. The most iconic role of Anubis was in the Hall of Truth, where the fate of every soul was decided. Here, Anubis placed the heart of the deceased on a golden scale, balancing it against the feather of Ma'at, the symbol of truth and justice. If the heart was light, free from sin, the soul was granted eternal life in the field of reeds, a paradise beyond death. But if the heart was heavy with lies and evil, it was devoured by Ammit, the monstrous goddess who ended all hope of immortality. Anubis, calm and unyielding, stood as the judge. Neither cruel nor merciful, he was absolute justice. To face him was to face the truth of one's own life, symbolism and power. Anubis's black color carried deep meaning. It symbolized death, yes, but also rebirth and regeneration, like the fertile soil left after the Nile's floods. His jackal form represented vigilance, cunning, and the ever-watchful eye over the graves. Unlike other gods who ruled empires of nature or sky, Anubis ruled the invisible, the silence of death, and the mysteries of eternity. Worship and legacy. Anubis was deeply worshipped across Egypt, with temples, shrines, and statues dedicated to him. He was not feared in the way demons or monsters were feared. He was respected. People prayed to Anubis for safe passage into the afterlife and for protection of their loved ones in tombs. Even today, thousands of years later, his image remains iconic. Movies, games, and books often portray him as a dark figure cloaked in mystery, standing as the eternal guardian of the dead. But to the ancient Egyptians, Anubis was more than a symbol of fear. He was a protector, a guide, and a promise that death was not the end, but a passage to something greater. Conclusion. Anubis, the jackal-headed god, embodies the timeless human fascination with death and what lies beyond. He is the silent watcher of graves, the master of embalming, and the judge of the human heart. Without him, the journey to the afterlife would be chaos and despair. With him, it becomes a path of order, truth, and destiny. When the last torch in the tomb burned low and darkness consumed the air, the Egyptians believed one thing for certain: Anubis would be there, waiting.